It's quite the find. Hello friends, and welcome back to Crow's Thrifty Finds. My name is Melanie. So for this week's video, we are going to be talking sales. This has been an excellent sales week for myself. I don't know about you all, but it was really good for me. And I haven't done a sales video in a little while, so I've got some sales to show you that are from, even before this past week. But overall, it's been excellent. I have been making sure that I relist items that have been listed for more than 30 days. Once I see that timer ticking down in red, I end the listing and then I relist, and maybe that's helping the fact that I'm on that consistently. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely having a great sales week. So let's talk about some of the items that I sold. First off, we have a Michael Kors bag. I paid $20 for this at a garage sale last summer, and it's actually sold a couple of times. First time it got returned. Second time, hopefully it's a keeper. It sold for $57.95. Next, we have a Green Bay Packers hat. This item also sat for a long time, but I paid very little for it. I paid $2 for it at a garage sale. It sold for $23. Next, we have a Department 56 McDonald's village house, I guess you could call it. It's not really a house, but you get what I'm saying. So I did this whole video on Department 56 recently. If you haven't seen that, definitely go check it out. It's very helpful. This particular Department 56 unit I paid $15 for at a garage sale, and it sold for $85. And next, we actually have another Department 56. This one sold right after the other one, two different buyers, but I paid $5 for this one. This one was much smaller, and it sold for $23.50. So good sales there. I try to do a $20 profit before eBay fees, but I don't always get it, and I've learned to be okay with slightly under $20. It's still worth my time, but $20 profit is what I shoot for. Next, we have a Bratz styling head. I pick these up whenever I see them. I don't see them often because they are pretty rare, but they definitely can do well. There's ones that have torsos that sell for even more, but this one I paid $5 for, sold for $25.50. Still a good payday. Next, we have a bottle of vintage Victoria's Secret perfume. Now, it's kind of been a hot topic lately on whether eBay allows this or not, because as you can see, this bottle is not full, but I did not have any issues selling it. I didn't get any alerts or anything like that. I do categorize it as a collectible, and if people are going to use it, that's their prerogative, but I'm actually in the green already. I bought a lot of vintage perfume, so this bottle was one of many, and I've already gotten out of the hole. I spent $15 on all of the perfume, and yeah, this one sold for $30. So that's all in my pocket. Next, we have a pair of Adidas Superstar sneakers. These were almost brand new. I mean, maybe worn a couple of times at most. I bought them for $10 at Goodwill. They sold for $30. They did sit for a while, but shoes do sit for a while. So that's just something to keep in mind. You got to have the right buyer with the right size feet. It's a little bit of an extra challenge. Next, we have a Fox Racing chest protector. This is a youth-sized one. A lot of people put their kids in BMX racing and things like that. So these items are needed. I got this for free at a garage sale and sold it for $30. When I see Fox stuff, I generally pay attention because it's a brand that sells decently well. So I'm recommending to you all to be on the lookout for that kind of stuff as well. Next, we have Tech Deck. I paid $15 for a ton of Tech Deck. Like, I had to make multiple trips to my car. That's how much there was. So it was a very large lot. I kind of sectioned it off by sets. So this was a neon set. It's more in demand than some of the others. So I was able to sell these for $32, getting me in the green for that lot. Next, we have an Angelina ballerina figure. This is another item that was purchased, but then unfortunately they had an address change situation and then they didn't get back to me, so I had to sell it again. I bought it for $5, sold it for $33. Happy to see it go. Next, Black Dog. I may have mentioned this brand before. This is a brand that's out of Massachusetts, so it's popular in New England. I don't know about the entire country. This did end up going to Massachusetts, but I bought it here in North Dakota. Go figure, right? So I almost kept these because I really liked these pajama pants, and they would have fit me, but I paid $5 for them, sold them for $30, so I'll take my $25 and be happy. Next, we have a transformer. I paid $1 for this at a garage sale. Somebody just trying to get rid of their kids' toys, and I sold it for $40. It was definitely a good one. It was not complete. If it had been complete, it would have sold for much higher. So if you see this transformer, definitely worth picking up. Next, we have a lot of Goosebumps books. I paid $25 each. Now, these were retired library books, so these were not in great condition. And I made sure to be very transparent about that in the listing and show pictures and whatnot. But people just want these books to read. It's not always even about collecting and having mint-condition ones. And it's that time of year, you know, spooky time of year, Halloween. So it's nice that I had the season to work in my favor. So they did sell for $34. Next, this was a great sale, a great flip. I got a bunch of Guitar Hero and Rock Band guitars at a garage sale recently, and they were $2 each. I was so excited to get them because they were great sellers. So this particular one is from Rock Band. I sold it for $70. So that's a huge profit there. Great flip. Next, we have a Barney house. I think it's a schoolhouse, actually. I paid $7 for this at Goodwill. Not too long ago, actually, and it does have figures that go with it, so that kind of upped the value of it quite a bit. It sold for $30. Next, we have vintage ghost yard stakes. These are vintage. I don't know if you all remember this, but I feel like this was so common in the late 90s, like all these yard stakes that had little propellers on them that, you know, the wind would blow and they'd move. So these are ones, vintage ghost ones. Halloween, perfect time of year. I had bought these at a garage sale over the summer for $1 each. So $2 invested, sold for $30. Next, brand new game. Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? This is an older game, but still new. I paid $10 at Savers. Gosh, Savers, you can be expensive. But I knew there was value. I sold it for $35. So I am a happy camper. Next, Calico Critters playset. This is sat for a while, but I only paid $5 for it, so I wasn't super concerned. I even have a second one now that I got a list, but it sold for $28. This is one of those things, new items like this will go in the holiday season, so I'm hoping that when I list the second one, it won't sit quite as long as the first one did. Next, we have Thomas and Friends train set. I paid $10, excuse me, for this. I actually bought it from one of those folks that does the extreme couponing. And, excuse me again, my throat is scratchy today. But it sold for $40, and that's a great profit, so I'm happy with it. Next, we have a Bratz doll. As you all know, if you've been following my What Sold videos, I've been selling a lot of Bratz dolls lately because I got this huge lot of them, and I'm just so in the green. Like, every time I sell one, it just makes me happy. This one was pretty cool. This is the Bratz Play Sports line, and it actually came with some accessories, which was neat. So I was able to sell this kind of random lot of stuff here for $36. So that was great, and I'm long in the green, so that's $36 right in my pocket. Next, we have another Rock Band guitar. This was my biggest sale of the video. Not biggest sale ever by any means, but definitely a good one. As I had mentioned before, this is from that same lot that I paid $2 per guitar. So this I invested $2 into. This was a pretty rare one, this blue one. I've never seen one like this. So not surprising, it sold for a nice, decent amount. So this one sold for $100. So definitely an amazing flip and a great sale. Have you liked this video yet? Don't forget to do so if you haven't. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not. I'm still kind of, a smaller channel and I'm working on some growth. So I hope you all will definitely hit that subscribe button if this content was interesting to you. And that's going to wrap the video up for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned about some items that are good to be on the lookout for when you're out thrifting or at garage sales. And for now, this is Melanie with Crow's Thrifty Finds. I'll see you next week.